didn't let it go. And when I say he didn't let it go, believe me, there were many times when we all said, maybe now? He said, no, I'm going to go home and pray, and then we'll start again tomorrow. So with that, I give you George Ciaccio. If I cry now? Anyway, my name is George Ciaccio and I am Chairman of Wilton Commons. I want to thank you for joining us as we celebrate Dedication Day. After touring the building, I would like to know, what do you really think? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think it is more impressive than I could have imagined. It would not be human if I did not feel pride and humility. Before we started Wilton Commons, I spoke to the late Steve Monahan, who was the principal behind building the Ogden House. He said it would take about 10 years to build Wilton Commons, and he said 10 years is a really long time. And I said to him, well, anybody who would take on that chore has got to be an idiot. You're looking at the idiot right here. Right here. What we're celebrating today is the culmination of hard work, persistence, and prayer. As a result of the combined efforts of so many here today, 51 units of affordable housing are now available, with 26 already rented. Thus, this building is more than bricks and mortar. It is a reflection of the good community it will serve. Now, on behalf, I would like to say a few other words. On behalf of Wilton Commons, I'd like to thank Nancy Hadley, Keith Cryon from Mutual Housing of Southwestern Connecticut for their guidance, Governor Dan Malloy and members of the administration for their continued support, the Department of Economics and Community Development for its grant to allow all units to be affordable, the National Equity Fund for the marketing and sale of tax credits. Others include the Local Initiative Support Corporation, the United Way, and the Fairfield Community Foundation. There are others too numerous to mention. Now I'd like to recognize our board and those that assisted and make it happen. Members of the building committee, Harold Parmalee, Lou Marino, who met every Friday for over a year. The beautiful building really speaks for itself. Our architects, Evans and Constantino, and builder, Haynes Construction. Our legal team, Ed Hyde, Don Marquardt, who worked with the town to prepare the land lease. Very tedious job. Frank Weller, our treasurer, who was the only one who we trust to handle the money. Joan Starr, our secretary. No one else wanted this job, and she was the only one that raised her hand. David Graybill and Judy Zucker, who rallied the religious community to support Wilton Commons. You saw the meditation room up there. That's the result of the community. Former Selectman Richard Creeds, who kept the board apprised of our progress. Next, Ned Green, who was responsible for coming up with the name of Wilton Commons. Ned also prepared Wilton Commons banners in March in the Memorial Day Parade. Ed Raposa, who was the spearhead locating the land Wilton Commons has been built on. Members of the Decorating Committee, Courtney Kleeman, Judy Mabley, Marilyn Hamilton. I was on this committee for one meeting and found very quickly I was out of the element. As my wife told me, I had no talent for picking out colors of carpet. And she was right again. Other board members responsible for our success are Inter Adams, Betty Jo Carman, Frank Mabley, and Della Oldie. All these names put in thousands of hours in sweat and equity in the building of this facility. Last but not least, I want to thank my wife, Marilyn, for putting up with me for all these years. And if you've seen it, Phil Richards, who put together our website. Thank you, Phil. At this time, I'd like to thank the generous people of Wilton, its residents, political and civic leaders, Tony Boucher, Gail DeVal, John Heatherton, Tom O'Day, Peggy Reeves, and First Selectman Bill Brennan and the Board of Selectmen and its staff, the clergy and interfaith community. It is because of these good citizens what Wilton has become a beautiful piece of property and has raised $2 million in corporate contributions thanks to the fine efforts of Buck Griswold, assistance from Ken Dartley, Linda Swayze, and Bob Garland. The construction of Wilton Commons is the culmination of nearly 15 years of frustration and hard work. A dedicated board with many different talents made Wilton Commons a reality. All along, Wilton Commons has been a team effort with a shared vision which has brought us where we are today. In closing, the truth is that years from now, we will herald what Wilton has done as an exceptional, far-sighted, beautiful example for our region, all we can be proud of. In closing, it was once said that the moral fiber of a government is how it treats seniors. Wilton Commons be proud of the fact that it has contributed to that test. Thank you very much.